Okay, welcome. Good evening, family. Good to be here. So, the title that I've been given today is Evangelism in School and at Work. So, let us see what actually God thinks about it. And it's good to be here with the students, and it's good to be here also with the workers. So, let us see actually in the Bible how we can evangelize. In Ephesians 6.
Preach the word, brother.
Let's go. Ephesians 6 in verse 20. In verse 19 to 20. It says, "Pray also for me, that whenever I speak, words may be given to me, so that I will fearlessly make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains. Pray that I may declare it fearlessly, as I should." So Paul here says, I'm an ambassador in chains of Christ. So what is an ambassador? The important thing about ambassador knows where he comes from, who he sends him, and an ambassador always knows where he goes to. So do you know who sent you? Do you know where you are at? And so are you an ambassador of Christ? So what does an ambassador do? An ambassador is someone that is skilled to communicate. And as ambassador is professional. It's not a tourist just coming to any country. It's someone with a purpose. Someone that wants to bring out a message. So are you this ambassador today? So because there's actually just one thing that Paul here says that keeps us from being ambassador. And what is this one thing? It is fear. So what are we afraid of? So I'm honest, like I think for me also it is the fear of exposure. Like have you ever been at your campus and feel like, I don't know, I'm afraid, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say, I don't know where to go. Have you ever been there? Yeah, I can relate to that. Have you been ever at your workplace and feel like uncomfortable, don't know how to say it, to who you say it? So this is the fear, and we are afraid that other people will or that our failures will be exposed. So, but only if we embrace our failures. Only if we embrace our fear, then we can be ambassadors of Christ. So, and I keep it real. Like I'm like at university. Sometimes we fail, like, but we need to embrace it. Like for example, for me, like today I actually had an exam what was not really good. Was not good. So I studied like. I think like more than 60 hours in the last 1.5 weeks. And I woke up early. I did everything, but it was not good. Have you ever been at this point? Yeah, like you did a lot of work, but no results. Preach. Have you ever been there? Who's been there?
I've been there, bro.
Like you did, and how are you feeling in that moment? You get frustrated. But who are you relying that on? You're relying on yourself, and you keep yourself back because you don't want to be exposed. Because I also would rather sit there and say, okay, let God please let someone else preach that message, so that I can just sit there and not be exposed about my failure. It's easier, but only when we are exposed, then God can use us. So, and let us go to one man who really understood this. And in 1 Corinthians 15, in verse 9 to 10, it says, "For I am the least of the apostles. I do not even deserve to be called an apostle, because I persecuted the church of God. But by the grace of God, I am what I am. And his grace to me was not without effect. No, I worked harder than all of them. Yet not I, but the grace of God that was with me." So Paul, he embraced his failure. He embraced his fear because he persecuted the church. Imagine that, being a persecutor and coming to the disciples. He probably feared for his for his life. Like, I persecuted the church. What will they think about me? But he embraced it. He was not afraid of it, and that's why he could be that ambassador for Christ, because he was not afraid of his identity. So, what's your identity on your campus? Is it your campus? Is it like when you say, this TU, this is my campus, this is my people, I want to go there and take a personal responsibility to evangelize that campus. Like, if nobody else, then it's me. It's me. Because if not me, then who? So, I give you this challenge. Like, if you think, okay, how can I be secure in God? You need to embrace your failure. You need to embrace your fear and let God expose it. Because if God doesn't expose it, you cannot find security in Him, because you think you're secure in yourself. So embrace your failure, embrace your fear, and to God be all the glory.
I'm a sold out disciple in the fight to this day. I know we don't want to be another movement of men, but we have got to be the movement of our God again.